time as scheduled September 1st. A compromise was reached that involves frequent rapid testing and other measures. There have been calls to delay the start over the ongoing surge of infections. The cabinet, though, decided the new measures could ensure a safe school year. Sunday also marked the beginning of nationwide serological tests for those aged 3 to 12, operated by the IDF Home Front Command, aimed at gathering data on just how many of the nation's children are already immune. Now, go to our correspondent, Sarah Coates, who's at the Lumit Healthcare Clinic in Jolon. Sarah, if you can give us a little more detail on just what the cabinet decided last night, these new measures aimed at providing a safe reopening.
Yeah, for sure, David. The school year will go ahead on September 1st, but as you mentioned, a number of new measures have been decided upon to try and keep these students safe. That'll mean that people coming from these red cities with high infection rates, if the class isn't at least 70% vaccinated, then the school year will have to progress on Zoom rather than kids actually going into the classroom. Now, we do know that there will also be vaccination sites set up on these campuses, and if parents do give their permission for their children to be vaccinated, that will happen during the school day. Along with this, kids under the age of 12 who just aren't able to be vaccinated yet must show a negative PCR test or a serological test to show that they have had corona and they've now developed enough antibodies. So these are the main changes that will affect the school year. Yeah, as you mentioned, David, I'm here at one of these vaccination centres and people just have been coming through the door since about 8 o'clock this morning. We got here just before the clinic opened and people were already lined up outside. So it just really goes to show how many people are keen on getting this booster vaccine. Already 1.5 million Israelis over the age of 40 who have been eligible to do so have indeed had this vaccine. Now, as you mentioned, new numbers have just come out. We know that there are around 6,500 new fresh infections which have been reported over the last day or so. And the positivity rate of these tests has also gone up. It's gone up to about 6.3%. So these are the main changes as of today, David.
Thanks. Hey, still a lot of people coming out to get the vaccines. This seems to be the focus ahead of the start of the school year. They're talking about rapid testing, but ensuring that everyone eligible, including now this third dose, gets the vaccine. Essentially, the doors are wide open, supplies are robust. This is where the effort is.
Yeah, for sure. And as I mentioned, you know, people were lined up outside the door when this clinic opened this morning. And, you know, that is because there's so much concern and fear over this Delta strain, this Delta Plus strain of the coronavirus, along with another strain which we don't know too much about yet. It hasn't actually entered Israel, but authorities are fearing the worst regarding the Lambda strain of the virus. We do know that the Delta Plus and the Lambda, they are far more resistant to these vaccines, David.
Thanks for the updates. Sarah Coates coming to us from a vaccine distribution center. And as you mentioned, those numbers here, again, some 6,400 new infections just in the last day.